Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Exhibition Stadium. We are here for the 2022 BCCFA PeeWee Provincial Championship game. We are going to introduce both teams. We're first going to introduce the North Langley Bears. Number 3, Dylan Smeaton. Number 5, Grayson DeGraff. Number 6, Ryan Cameron. Number 7, Hudson Benjolson. Number 9, Sean Clark. Number 10, Jack Cahoon. Number 16, Jackson Swerhun. Number 18, Colton Edgar. Number 21, Jason Weens. 24, Jonah Weens. 26, Porter Anderson. 30, Lincoln Kitsu. 33, Luke Hyde. There he goes. 34, Bowden Jackson. 35, Titus Gale. 55, Brody Hallwell. 56, Jacob Aldcroft. 61, Quade Smith. 65, Cole Vandenbroek. 66, Asher Neufeld. 74, Elliot Cahoon. 77, Adrian Beltrami. 78, Logan Thorpe. 79, Mauricio Sierra. 80, Liam Kavanaugh. And number 88, Blake Tibergen. Introducing now the Abbotsford Falcons, number 3, Javon Jackson. 17, Jackson Beauregard. 21, Avram Brar. 24, Jace Nipkow. 30, Zachary Anderson. 32, Scott Walker. 33, Nicholas Tran. 34, Jackson Lint. 35, Parker Grant. 42, Brody LaValle. 44, Devin Gillis Brooks. 49, Landon Zimmer. 55, Liam Sutton Atkins. 57, Nixon Harmon. 58, Liam Adrian. 61, Mansahaj Hansaro. 62, Ethan Lang. 65, Ethan King. 66, Mason Bueller. 68, Brody Mitchell. And number 72, Ethan Field.
Wait, can you find out who the home team is for us?
Like 5 degrees cooler up here.
Should be obviously the same.
I never understand what consistent doing this stadium.
Yeah, that's what the exhibition
also he was getting it.
All right, VBNSports.com, Tim Amy, soon to be joined by Matt Macri. I see him marching over. He's in the sunshine right now. All right, I guess we're broadcasting. Here comes Macri. So we've got PeeWee Championship. North Langley Gold Bears against the Abbotsford Falcons PeeWee Black. Should be a great game. Matt Macri's gonna, oh, he's coming. Those old gams, the Pistons.
A lot of stairs.
I got candy here I'm gonna eat. We gotta do a food run pretty quick, I'm starving. Here we go, all right. Good to go?
Good to go.
You're on live. We think you're on. We don't know if they figured out the technical difficulties yet.
Well, I was told that they could hear us clear as a bell online, so.
Perfect. Okay, no problem. No problem. So what do we know about these two teams there, Mr. Matt Macri?
Well,
Talk to me.
the North Langley Bears have a solid team. They always have. And
Always.
they always do a really good job. The Abbotsford Falcons PeeWee team they were in the provincials last year, and I think it's the majority of the team is returning.
Oh. Now, did they win provincial last year? I can't remember.
No, they came in second.
That's right.
They came in second.
They got a silver medal.
They did. They did. And they're back to try and reclaim it. I think
Sip from
Cloverdale won last year.
Yes, that sounds familiar.
Yeah.
That sounds familiar. Why can't I remember the game last year? Did we even call it last year?
We did. It was in Langley.
Yes, thank you. Holy mackerel. My brain is just like, someone did a reboot and all my memory is just gone. All right. Team Amy, Matt Macri, VBNSports.com on a gorgeous afternoon here. Still morning? What time is it? I think it's still morning.
11:30, I think.
12:30. I was right.
12:30. There you go.
I was right. 12:30 in the morning. And it's about 3 degrees. If you're fortunate enough to be in the sunshine, it'll feel like 5 degrees. But we've had some absolutely beautiful weather out here. We got one dump of rain in October, and then it's kind of dried up again, which is bad.
Well, what I heard is Monday.
Monday?
Yeah, tomorrow we're supposed to get the clouds tomorrow, and the rain starts Monday and doesn't end until May.
You're right. It's supposed to rain all week. Okay. Which is good because there's a stuff called forest fires that I'm not too thrilled about.
No kidding.
Speaking on behalf of asthmatics everywhere.
Well, and it was rough this year. It was really bad this year with the smoke in the air, especially down here in the valley where we're a funnel.
Well, it went late.
Yeah.
It was about 4 years ago. It was really bad in October and August. I mean, I looked out my bedroom window and I saw plumes of smoke going past my house like a tumbleweed.
Uh-huh.
And but this year it was late. It was September, and it was just so smoky. There was apparently there was a fire out in Hope. Some pipeline work was going in.
Yep.
Which may or may not have been. That's sort of the rumor. I don't know. But that was the reason. And of course, it just didn't rain, so that smoke just hung, right? So it finally rained. I'm like, oh my God, I can breathe again.
Yeah, it really until that rain hit.
Yeah.
It was just it was
awful.
horrible.
I got home from work and I had to wash my work clothes because in the afternoons I'm outside on the forklift and stuff, and it smelled like a campfire.
Yeah.
Like my clothes smelled like a campfire. Like it was just awful.
Yeah.
So
There's no way around it.
no. So anyway, so it's all good now. It's all good now. I went to my local bookstore and they had an air purifier next to the till. Like, what's that thing? And the owner of the store was at her doctor's office. They had an air purifier, so she sweet talks the manufacturer and goes to the doctor's office. They order one for her. She puts it inside the store. Like, what? I need one of those.
Yeah.
I can't breathe.
Well, and the other thing that happened is it was like 24 smoky and muggy. It rained, and then it was 5 degrees.
I know.
You know, like it was like, whoa. So we're not going to bother with fall this year. We're just going to go summer to. Wish I was somewhere warm.
Oh, I know, and everyone likes going to Mexico and they post on Facebook. It's like, go away. Like, come on.
Yeah.
All right. Doing the old coin toss. Doing the old captains. Getting all straightened out here.
Yeah, not sure what the delay is here. I know they wanted to get going at 12:30, and I think we're 5 minutes past. 6 minutes past. Come on.
Come on. Get it focused. I'm seeing Chilliwack Giant parents of old coming to see their friends' kids play. Yes, there was quite the high school game last night here at Exhibition Stadium between Chilliwack and I think it was South Delta. 1 point, 49-48, I believe the score was.
Yeah.
So Chilliwack advances, GW Graham,
Yep.
and they're playing against, I know who it is, Thomas More?
Say Thomas More, yes, I do believe you're right.
Yeah.
STM?
Yeah,
Yeah.
SCM.
Oh, were you here for the game last night?
I did not come to the game. I dropped my son off. I've been battling the flu. I had it Remembrance Day. I was horizontal in my bed, shivering or sweating, depending on how my body felt like doing. I got hit by the flu thanks to my 2 children who gave it to me, despite the fact I get all my flu shots, wash my hands, but I didn't put a mask on.
We had the grandkids had it last weekend.
Oh, so sick. It was awful. So I'm good enough to go to work, but I'm still lingering.
Yeah, yeah.
And I threw my back out a week or 2 ago, and that's still been bugging me. So I just stayed home. I dropped my kid off, came home, and just,
Yeah.
watched some Netflix, had a ginger ale, went to bed, slept 12 hours.
We had the grandkids over last weekend, and they were all sick. And so we wake up Monday morning, me and the wife, and we're both sick, not feeling good.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I took a couple of those Tylenol cold and flu daytime ones.
Oh, yeah.
And I went to work, and an hour and a half later, I was fine. My wife came home from work Monday and went to bed and didn't get up until yesterday.
Oh,
So,
you get your flu shots, and it doesn't mean you won't get the flu. It just means it won't be as bad.
yeah.
I've had 6 flu shots in the last year. 6.
Wow.
Like 4 COVIDs and 2 seasonals.
Yeah.
I've had the flu 3 times since March. What is going on? Like, I wash my hands. Like,
Yeah.
I do everything I'm supposed to do. I don't wear a mask, which I guess I should start doing. That's the only thing I don't do. But I mean, like, holy mackerel, man. Come on.
The one time I got the flu shot, the 1 year I got the flu
you
shot,
got sick.
I ended up with pneumonia. I was on my back for 5 weeks, in the hospital twice.
Holy smokes, really?
Yeah, 5
That's
weeks.
bad.
I,
Well, that has nothing to do with the flu shot. It's got nothing to do with the flu shot.
every other year I don't get it.
It has nothing
and
to
a flu
do.
lasts me an hour and a half.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
All right, Mr. Immune System. Fine.
Yeah, I know. I hardly ever get sick, and when I do get sick, like I said, it's a short period of time.
Yeah.
And the one time I got really sick, it coincidentally, I agree
Yeah.
with you. It's coincidentally
Yeah.
was the year I got the flu shot.
I being asthmatic, as I discovered having worked with my lung specialist now out of Abbotsford, when you have asthma, your blood lacks a protein that allows your body to fight infection.
Oh, wow.
So if I get a cold or a flu, I get a sinus or a chest infection. And that's why. And I just discovered this. He just told me this in the last year. I'm like, oh, well, that makes a lot of sense. So when you have the flu, like you get asthma like I do, you're very, very susceptible to the flus.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I have to get my flu shot. I got the flu in March. I had the week off. It was March break. And I had a bunch of stuff I wanted to do. Friday at work, it's like, wow, my back and shoulders are bugging me. This is weird. Saturday, like, oh, I'm getting a cold. This sucks. By Monday, I'm like, this is no cold. Like, I was the whole week. By Sunday, I finally felt better again.
Yeah.
And and as a nursing friend pointed out to me, if I hadn't gotten that flu shot, chances are I would have been in the hospital.
Wow.
Right? Like, it's just, I was so sick. And I went to work on the Monday, got through Monday okay, got to work Tuesday morning by like an hour or 2 in, I'm like, I got to go home. Like, I'm feeling like death.
Yeah.
Off for 2 more days, and then finally got back on my feet, right? Like, it was bad.
No.
But I figured, I got the flu, I'm done. No. Got it again in the fall, And then just this past weekend, it's like, oh, and my kids gave it to me. The third time was my children's fault. They both had it. They're fine. I'm still battling through symptoms. All right, PeeWee, full field. I don't know if I can adapt. I got to pay attention to a whole field now.
Here we go.
We got kickoffs.
Exhibition field, 2022 PeeWee Division Provincial Final. Abbotsford Falcons kicking off from left to right. Defending the south end of the field is the North Langley Bears. Ball is up on the tee.
Yeah, we're having a little trouble with the tee here. There we go.
Are set.
It's good to hear Joe Carter on the sidelines doing the announcing.
Yeah. I like
To the stands.
It's
Are
on
you
field.
ready? It's game time.
Boom! There it goes. Nice kick. Field at 14, number 24 off the hop. Looking for some blockers. Oh, finds a gap. Nice bit of work there. Gets to the 52-yard line. A great start, number 24, Jonah Weens, to get the North Langley Bears rolling.
Jonah does a good job here of getting behind his blockers. Here he goes. He nicely gets behind the blocker,
Yep.
finds that hole, and just drops the shoulders, gets right through it. I was trying to grab the number there on the tackle, but I think it was
Hard to see.
either 21 or 24, so. I'm good.
Yes. Hot dog.
So here we go. We got first down here for the Bears at about the 53-yard line.
Throws it.
Oh, pass up
what
the
a catch
gate.
in traffic. Sets up a second and about 3. Now, are we playing a full field here, or does it just go to the blue? It's to
Just
the blue.
To the blue.
Yeah.
Just to the blue. It's a narrower, shorter field.
Now this, I can't do math that quick. Is it a 9-man?
9-man.
Okay, that's good. So 6-man Adam, 9-man PeeWee, 12-man Junior Bantam.
Well, 4, 6, 8, 10. It's looking like we're playing 10-man here. I've never heard of 10-man before, but both teams have 10 players on the field.
Drops back, keeps it himself, wanted to throw. Does he get enough? Oh, gets the first. Looks like he got enough for the first down. Moves the sticks. Number 6, Ryan Cameron. He wanted a receiver there.
Yeah.
Couldn't find one. Made a little chicken salad, gets the first out. Gosh, North Langley's always got good teams.
Yes.
You and Abbotsford. Abbotsford's they're always competitive.
Yep. Yeah, and it's because it starts at the young age, and you just keep working the same kids, keeping them in groups,
Yeah.
so that they learn together, they grow together,
Yeah.
and you develop that chemistry.
From the shotgun. Nice snap. Oh, breaks through center. Finds his man. Good.
Oh, excellent job.
That is an excellent tackle. It was a great throw, a great catch, and an excellent tackle. Tell me, what did the defender do right on that play?
Wrapped him up, and came in and hit him right away.
Well, he went for the man instead of the ball.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, you come in a situation like that, you can try and jump and pick the ball, but if you miss, now the receiver's wide open.
Yeah.
He didn't even bother with the ball. He went after the guy. The catch was made in front of him. Keep it in front of you. Get the turnover. So now they got second down here, and they just got to make something happen.
From the shotgun. Snap, drops back, wants another receiver, ball's up. Ooh, that was almost picked off. Abbey almost had it. It looks like two Abbey defenders bumped into each other.
Well, and it's funny because 33, who is Nicholas Tran, knocked it out of the way of 24, Jay Snipkow, who was coming in on that ball. He thought he had a play on that. See, Nipkow's coming in thinking he's got a play, and Tran knocks it right out of the way. So they should be good. Oh, just a little low.
That was a bit of a worm burner.
Yeah, just a little low there. Couldn't bring it in. And it's going to be a turnover on downs.
I love the passing game. I love seeing them throw. It warms my heart, Matt Macri, to see PeeWee kids throwing the ball.
Well, and here's what I think. when we changed the PeeWee to 9-man, it really opened up the field so you could see that development in the throwing
Yeah,
game.
totally.
PeeWee at 12-man, you had to kind of stick to the run game.
Yeah.
So now you're able to develop that throwing game.
What I found at PeeWee also, when you have a 12-man roster, you end up with teams of 33 kids, with one team or 35 kids, because you just don't have enough to field 2 teams.
Yes.
Nice little bit of running there.
Yeah.
Good bit of tackling and a great kick return by Abbotsford. That is good football. Number 17 for the Black Falcons, Jackson Beauregard.
Well, Jackson here looks like he wants to throw, but he's not throwing at all here. He's just making the defense back up, and then he takes off and goes for a run. And he's just short of a first down there. But yeah, I like the way he does this because he kind of rolls out a bit like he's looking to throw, and as soon as the defense backs off on him, he's down the field.
Nice. Yeah, it's second in inches. I forgot that was a turnover on downs. I thought they'd kick. Sorry. Again, I'm dealing with the COVID fog. Nice handoff. 35 to the outside. He's got enough for that first down. Can he get some more? Oh, nice fight on that kid. Takes it all the way to the offensive zone, about the 49-yard line.
It's number 35.
First down, Falcons, says Joe Carter.
Number 35, Jackson Lent here is on the sweep, and he does a really good job. And it's number 24, Jonah Wines, that comes in and takes him down. But it's a beautiful play on the offense there because he just gets ahead of steam and he runs to the outside. What you find with these sweeps is they turn it up way too soon. And so you got to foot race to the outside and take as much as you can up that sideline.
Right. Well, at the same time, also, you see an opening, you take it, too. You get that 18 inches of daylight, right? Fakes the sweep, keeps it himself, dodges one tackler, dodges another, stiff arms him, first down. He's got one man down. Look at this. Holy mackerel. 24. Jonah Weens makes the tackle, but number 17.
Well, Jackson Beauregard does a great job here. He's running, couple stiff arms, cuts back across bodies. But number 24 says enough is enough and just wraps him up around the waist and takes him down.
Tackling. Chin up, wraps him up.
Beautiful
Just
tackling.
hauls him down. Threw his body at him.
Yeah.
So when he wrapped him up, his momentum is carrying him down. So there was just no chance. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Sitting at the 14-yard line. Number 30. Look at this. Is it a 1st and 10? I think it is. Yeah, 1st and goal, pardon me.
1st and goal, yep.
Standing around the 3-yard line. Holy mackerel. Well, I tell you, Langley's got a great passing game. This Falcon ground game is just lights out.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the ground game for the Falcons is really good. It's one of their strong points, being that the coaches and everybody were doing 12-man last year.
Yeah.
So they focus on the run. So they've got good blocking. They've got developed blockers. They've got developed runners. And they just do a really good job here with getting the ball up the field. Now I just got a message that we're getting some super weird echo back feed coming through on the
Super weird echo back feed coming through.
On the broadcast.
We'll pass that on to the powers that be, and they will deal with that. Drops back. Tackle. Get some blocking. Oh! Number 7. Hudson Brynjolfsson robs him right on the goal line.
That was phenomenal. It was
2nd down.
really good job by Hudson there to stop the touchdown.
I got my chicken fingers and fries here. Fantastic.
Thank you.
Let's see if they can punch it through here, and you can do the PAT. And
Yeah, here we go. A little bit of motion to the right.
Oh, no! Blows a tire. Where's that ball going?
I think that's going to be going back the other way.
Yeah, it looks like it's going the other. They haven't signaled it officially. It's going the other way.
That's
Holy moly.
you see that it just came off his hands, and he wasn't able. So what it looks like here is they brought number 58, who is Liam Adrian, in to do the jumbo set to pound it in that 1 yard, and on the snap it just bounced off his cold hands, and he wasn't able to get down on top of it in time. Unfortunate.
At extremely short yardage, I'm a huge fan of the quarterback sneak.
Yes.
Take it under center and just dive it forward, right? It's second down. You got one more try after that. And there's always that huge danger for the long snap, either pistol or a shotgun.
Of that happening with what happened.
You know, like you're just taking too much. For me, having not really coached that much, it's just too much of a gamble. But
Yeah.
to the outside, number 7, he wants a hole, can't find one. Abbotsford defense. So Abbotsford's big hope here is their defense steps up and they get that ball back.
Well, and that's what they want.
Yeah.
That's what they need right here at this point, is to get that defense back. So now it's second down and 8. They got about 2 yards on that play there. The defense wasn't able to stop them, but they didn't give up very much. That's for sure. Now the Lions come up to the Bears. Sorry, Lions, Tigers, and Bears. Oh my! The Lions get up there. A little bit of motion to the right.
All righty.
There's the snap and the pitch.
There's the pitch in the
And he
backfield.
comes
Still
back
got to
the
get
other
out.
way.
Still on his feet.
Oh,
Not bad.
got another yard out of it.
So it sets it with second, third, and about 5. All you need is that one play. Looks like we got a flag, though. These chicken fingers and french fries are nothing shy of outstanding, man, Macri. I'm going to kill my mic for 1 second here.
There you go. Either way, so it's going to be on the Bears. So it's going to go back again. So the yardage that they've made up is now going all the way back, and they're going to be on the 2-yard line. Unnecessary, all the way back to the 1. Unnecessary roughness charged on the Bears.
Do you take that penalty and repeat second down,
Oh, for sure.
or you take 3rd and 5? You know what I mean?
I take that penalty. Second and
13.
Second and 13, 14 from the 1-yard line.
Okay.
You know, if they can make a stop here, maybe get a safety.
Ball is up. Nice catch and a great bit of tackling. And, of course, the corner, the DN took the man instead of the ball.
Yeah.
There you go. And you're right, 3rd and now 11.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you could stop them here, you get the ball back on the 5. If you give them everything but that 11th yard that they need for the first down, you get the ball back on the 15. You know, it's a win-win for the Falcons at this point here. What the Bears need to do is get that down the field. Come on, they break the huddle. They're looking all business here.
So much strategy. It's only the first quarter. Drops back, wants a pass. He's got to find a man. Ball's up. Wobbler.
Oh,
Hits the turf. And the strategy pays off. The Falcons get the ball back.
well, and here's number 34 from the Bears. Bowden Jackson gets up. He's got his hands out. There was 3 Bears where the ball was.
Oh, somebody,
And
yeah.
They all defended each other from catching it.
Welcome to PeeWee.
Yeah, they knocked the one Falcon player who was the situation.
All right, Abbotsford gets a second kick of the can here. Open some scoring. We got seconds left. There's the drop. He's going for that end zone, number 17. And he does it. There it is. So the Falcons dodge a bullet there. They were first and goal on the 1-yard line. They turned the ball over. But luckily for the Falcons, it did not cost them.
No, and I think hindsight being 2020 for
Yeah.
the Bears and whatnot. On that 3rd down, they should have taken the knee, given up the safety, kick the ball down the field.
Yeah.
Because really giving up the ball in the 5 there, they give up 6 points.
And we talked about special teams too. I mean, there's punting, right? You got to teach the kid, you punt the ball away.
Yeah.
So you move it to the 30-yard line, right?
Yeah. So.
But coulda, shoulda, woulda. A lot of football left to play. North Langley's not rolling over anytime soon. Going for one. Can't throw it. And he gets in. So he gets his point.
Gets his 1 point.
So he gets a 7-0 Falcon lead in the dying seconds of the first quarter here. I got to remind myself there's like clock stoppages and there's 4 quarters. And gosh, it's been so long since we've done football because we only had about 2 Friday night lights in Chilliwack this year.
Yeah, no kidding, eh? No kidding. Been a long, long season. Yeah, so here we go now. It's 7-0 for the Abbotsford Falcons up against the North Langley Bears. We got about 10 seconds left in the first quarter. That's a fast first quarter. It's been trucking along really quick here. And the Falcons will be kicking off from the north side to the south side. There we go. And they line up. Getting all ready.
There we go. I'm back.
There's the kick. That's a little short one.
Nice. Takes a good bounce.
Kick it to an open spot. Number 24 gets the ball.
Looks good. He's got some blocking.
Oh,
This kid's got some wheels. Look at this.
gets to the outside.
Breaks it. One man to beat. Can he do it? 24 on 24. He's still on his feet. Holy mackerel, all the way to the 25-yard line in the offensive zone. North Langley, Jordan Weens. The funniest thing is he went up against Jace Nipkow of Abbotsford, 24 on 24.
Well, you love it here. And Jace gets a hold of him, grabs him. He's like, come on, stop, please, stop, stop. And it wasn't until the second Falcons player came in and dropped the shoulder and knocked him down. Jonah was running backwards as Jace was pulling on his arm.
All right, there's officially the end of the first quarter. So I'm going to do a head count. 2, 6. Yeah, I think there's 9. It's 9 and 9. Yeah. It's 9 men.
Now it is.
Now it is. Yeah, maybe somebody.
There was one play that there was 10 and 10.
Oh.
and I think that's probably might have messed up the refs, was that they were even still. And
Yeah.
They ran a play, and then I saw 2 of them go off.
Oh,
so.
okay. It's a bit of an inexact science. Was I watching Thursday night football? Who was playing again? Tennessee.
Tennessee,
They were short a man.
Green Bay, yes.
They were short one man. The coaches are screaming and yelling. They can't figure out who's supposed to go on. The player's got his helmet. He's like trying to step and go back, right?
Yeah.
He knew what was going on, but the coaches were confused, and they finally got on just before they got penalized. So it happens at all levels. This level, it's hurting cats, right? I mean, it's just brutal. Look at the holy mackerel. Good heads-up play by the quarterback, number 6, Ryan Cameron. Spikes that ball. He had half of Abbotsford charging at him.
They're calling it a fumble here.
I'm going to share my fries with you. I know you want some. Killing one, Mike. I don't hear you listen to me crunch.
They're calling it a fumble because it looks like he got rid of it as he was getting tackled and the ball came out, and they were able to jump back on it. He tried to throw it away, but then that would have been intentional grounding, and it would have been a penalty as well. So I think either way he goes here, he might as well take that.
Pretty heads up for a PeeWee kid. Like, that was savvy,
Yeah.
you know?
Well, and like you said, they came through there like just a jailbreak. And he was just backpedaling, and it was smart of him to try and get rid of that ball.
All right, from the shotgun. Oh, what happened? Somebody jumped. The whole crowd goes, oh!
Yeah, because the whole team jumped. The whole Falcons team jumped offside there.
So that's 5 yards?
Yeah, that's going to be 5
So
yards.
Langley gets a bit of a bonus there.
Yeah, and I think this is, the way that Abbotsford got through is they did that blitz the last play, and they got him stumbling backwards. So now they got to get back in there. The Bears have to, be ready for that because they can see everybody's coming.
Ball is up. Oh, did he do it?
He did.
Holy.
That was beautiful.
Number 10, Jack Cahoon.
Jack Cahoon here.
Just what a catch. Worm burner. Just sacrificed the body.
Yeah, throws it out there, and Cahoon just gets right underneath it. Does a great job of getting underneath that and catching that ball.
3rd and about 1, deep in the offensive zone. We're sitting about the 15-yard line.
Well, then the coach is out. They're calling a timeout quick here because this is 3rd down. They want to stop, make a stop here, and get that ball back themselves because they don't want to be giving it up.
God, we're getting spoiled, man. These are 2 good games at the younger age groups. Sometimes you want to blow after you get straight time so you can go home early, right? Not going to lie to you. But every once in a while, you just get spoiled with these just lights-out games.
It's a battle both ways here.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Excellent.
It just makes it so much more fun. Okay, I'm having a fry time out here.
All right. Timeout's over. The Bears are saddling up to the line here. They got their play in. They need it about 2 yards here. I wonder if it's going to be another throw or are we going to see a run here. And there's the snap. He rolls to his left. And then he takes off. He's going to keep that ball and try and get forward.
Oh, nice job there.
Oh, and I think he got enough. He may have gotten enough for the first down on that one.
Close.
Yeah.
Yeah, first down, Langley.
He needed to make the 15-yard line, and he got just past it.
Nice job.
But I think the quarterback's over there writhing in pain, so I don't know at what cost that first down was there.
You got an owie?
He's got an owie.
Oh, he'll be okay. He's a warrior. He's coming back. He got a little twisted. He's good. Look at that. He's walking off.
Yeah.
He's a fighter.
He's a warrior. He'll be back.
My signature silly little expression that I made up on the fly one year about 8 years ago doing Adam games.
World renowned.
World renowned.
Renowned.
Are you hearing, sounds like an ice cream truck?
Yes.
We're trying to figure out where this is coming from. We were standing on the field before the game started. We were certain it was somebody's cell phone. We all look at our phones. I'm like, I don't think that's me.
Well, I'm going to guess that it's some sort of wind chime from that playground across.
Oh, it's the playground. Okay, there you go.
That would be my guess.
It's picking, our mic is picking it up, and we're hearing it in the heads. Okay. That's too funny. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, they redid that playground over there. It's just,
I want to go
number
check out
7.
that playground.
Well, you know what? Picks up a yard or two in that play, fights through the second down. They've got a pump track right across.
Yes.
And it's for skateboards and BMXs and scooters.
Right.
That's what I wanted. Like you get the loop-to-loops.
Yeah.
You got the hills. Like I want to do that.
That looks like a lot of fun too. Yeah.
Because my wife and I, in a normal summer when it's not like suffocatingly hot, pouring rain, or covered in smoke, get on our bikes most Saturday or Sunday morning.
Yeah.
And we go for a bike ride. And we go through, Fairfield Island, all the farms and all that kind of stuff. It's nice and quiet. See the cows. But I keep telling her we got to go down on the pump track. She says, well, I think there's an age limit. I'm like, no, there isn't. Come on. My wife's Dutch. She likes to ruin fun. So, handoff 7. Oh, bam!
Big
right
hit
at
there.
the line of scrimmage. Just smothered him.
Yeah, and the ball popped out.
No
and
way,
Falcons
going the
recovered.
other way.
Yeah.
Geez, this Abbotsford defense is just stealing the show.
Well, they come in there and they just hit hard. You
They're
watch
big kids.
number 7, who is
58. Look at the size of that guy.
Hudson Brynjolfsson, comes running downhill to hit the hole, and the hole closes, and bam, he's just getting smoked.
On a positive note, these fries are lights out. These things are fantastic. It's a little cool up here where we are. We're in the shade standing on concrete, so it's a bit cooler than normal. So a warm fry goes a long way. Look at this. Through traffic, Dipsy Doodle Dandy. If he doesn't have a first down, he's pretty darn close.
Well, I think it's number 30 there.
30 or 39.
Zachary Anderson, number 30. And there was a fake, and there was a lot of guys chasing the guy who didn't have the ball coming out the side here on the fake. And I like the way that he had his arms like he was carrying the football. You know, like, ha, 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 sneaky, sneaky. And then he gets to the outside there, and Zachary Anderson's running up the middle with the ball. And, so the Bears defense needs to make a stop here. Well,
not here. Look at that, right up the middle. Look at this. Shoves him out of the way. Could go all the way. Look at the wheels.
Well,
good night.
And
absolutely good night.
And this is Jackson Beauregard.
Touchdown.
If he gets an opening, no one's coming to beat him.
If he gets an opening, he made about 3 openings right there. I mean, he's tall and skinny, but he's like shoving kids out of the way. Look at this.
Yeah.
Stiff arm, this shoves him on the ground.
And then he keeps going. And then he gets
stiff
another
arms right there. He didn't even stiff arm, he swatted his hands out of the way.
Yeah.
Holy mackerel.
The first one, the tackler went to his knees and tried to grab his legs. That's an easy one to block.
Yeah.
The one where he ran through the defender, and the defender kind of like flung him over top, like, keep going, and he kept his feet. A lot of guys are just going to fall at that point, but he was keeping those feet churning and moving forward. And, well, the Bears needed to stop there. This was the opposite.
Ball was up. It's got a man. Oh, almost one-handed it. What a great effort. Superb throw and just a superb effort. So a 13-0 Falcon lead. We got about 5:16 in the half. And North Langley, to their credit, they've been playing pretty good football. Like they're having a good game.
Yeah, they're
despite the score, they are. But the problem is that Abbotsford defense steps up at the exact moment they need to step up. And that's been the difference so far. But, you know, we got 5 minutes in this half. We got a full half coming up. So lots and lots of time to figure things out and regroup. So,
well, so the North Langley team here has played it really good and has had 2 turnovers in bad scenarios.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
The one they gave it up on downs in the 5-yard line. The other one they gave it up when they were knocking on the goal line.
Yeah.
You know. So these are the 2 turnovers in bad scenarios for them.
Yeah.
Like I said, if they'd taken and hindsight's always 20/20. If they'd taken the knee for the safety and gave up 2 instead of 7, right? You're 8.
Ooh, that could be a live ball. Fielded nicely. Does he get an opening? He finds one. Look at that. That's a nice little return. Who do we got here? Number 35, doing his job out there. Titus Gale.
Gale.
The Gale Force Wind. Am I thinking of the same family?
I'm thinking it's the same family there. So, and let's look at the coaches here. Yeah, Steve Gale. That would be them. So, it's the second coming of the Gale Force Win here, I think. He did a great job there, finding the hole, turning it upfield, and getting those yards that you want.
What's his older brother's first name?
Matthew.
Thank you. Well, where's he at? Where did he go?
I do believe Matthew was playing for Terry Fox.
Oh, okay. So he's still in high school. Okay.
Yeah, I think it might be his senior year this year.
God, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
He's either grade 11 or grade 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out in Coquitlam.
Yes, Port Coquitlam.
I take it all back. The city that it does not have a port except in its name. Oh, we got an offside. Somebody jumped.
The second time the Falcons here have jumped across the neutral zone. They're eager to get in on that rush.
To go off topic, for someone who did not grow up in the lower mainland or the Fraser Valley of British Columbia, 2 things that don't make any sense. In fact, there's Port Coquitlam, there's a city with no port, and there's about 14 duty trunk roads out there somewhere.
you know there is a port in Coquitlam.
Where is it?
Right off where the Pitt River Bridge, where the Pitt River comes off the Fraser, there's a port right there. It's not a big, it's not like the Delta ports or the Vancouver ports.
No, I appreciate that.
But that was the original ports coming up the Fraser.
So does it still function as a port, or is it more like a marina now?
More like a marina
now.
Oh,
okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I've asked, where's the port in Port Coquitlam? People sort of stare at me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair enough. Okay. Oh, nice defense.
Beautiful defense.
Wraps up the ankles.
try to catch the number there. Give him props. Number 30, Zachary Anderson there.
Kid's
Great
having a
job.
game.
Great job. Comes in, wraps up the ankles, and takes him down. Yeah.
North Langley needs to break out and get a touchdown just to tighten the score up here and make it a little more exciting.
Yes.
But they're playing good. They're not doing anything wrong per se. I mean, they're second in about 7, so that's. There's the slots. Under center. Drops back. There's the pitch.
Oh.
And whoa!
Yeah.
How
In
are
the
they
backfield.
doing that? I didn't even see him break through the line.
Well, and here's the thing: is you watch, the Falcons are keyed up right on that line, and he just comes flying through, and he gets the pitch, and the Falcon player is there to tackle him right away. It's number 35 that comes flying through there, Parker Grant. It was
Parker Grant,
just
of
in there right there.
normally of Chilliwack, but they saw an opportunity to play in Abbotsford this year, so they went down the highway.
Oh,
Yeah,
I did not realize that.
Alan Grant's his dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great guy.
Oh my God,
Wonderful coach.
great coach. I see him at the provincial flag championship in Kelowna. There's the stuff. 3 and out. 55 for Abbotsford. Alan's coaching. We showed up to do the broadcast. I'm like, is that Alan Grant? Sees me, comes over, gives me this big hug. He's got his sunglasses on. Apparently the parents stayed up a little late past their bedtime the night before. Like, must be nice. I'm good till about 9:30.
Liam Sutton Atkins was got in there on the tackle and was able to take him down and get that ball turned over and really gain yards for the Falcons offense here.
Somebody bringing bongos in? We got everything today. We got the tinkling from the playground. We got bongos. We got geese flying and swans flying over. It's a full day. And there's some football playing. All right, here we go. Abbotsford 1st and 10. In the offensive zone. This is dangerous. 35 goes to the outside. Good fight on the North Langley defense there. Stops around the line of scrimmage.
Well, Parker Grant, number 35 here, takes the snap. It goes to the outside. He tries to make a move here, but the North Langley player, and I think it's number 20. There is no 20, so it's one of the 20s. That was able to get there and just get a hold of him and keep him from going anywhere until his teammates can come and help shut it down.
It's like they're going to turn so cold with that gravy on them now.
All right, here we go. From the shotgun, a little bit of a high snap. There's a reverse. Stiff arm. Kid's got a arm like gold. Look at this. Grab that arm. Oh, you had him. Grab the arm. Ball's loose.
Oh.
Going the other way. Number 7. Hudson Bryn Jolson.
Just keep grabbing at him here. They just keep grabbing at the hand.
Just a cat fight. Look at this.
And then he just grabs he actually grabbed the play thing on his wrist. And that's where he hooked his fingers in and yanked it, and the ball popped out.
Just never give up.
This is huge. This is huge for Hudson here and the North Langley Bears because they stopped another touchdown from being scored.
And they stopped the touchdown, and they got the ball back. The ball's going the other. Okay.
Drumline.
Drumline's coming out of halftime. Okay, I'm not going. I'm like looking for going a little crazy here. I'm like, is my fever back? Am I hallucinating? 2 minutes to go. First and 10 at the 5-yard line.
Way to spoil the surprise about the drum line, Jim. Way to spoil the surprise.
Because no one's picking that sound up through our mics. We got a timeout called here. That's a big play. Even if they don't score in this drive,
Yes.
if they hang on to the ball, that is. Oh, there's Allen sitting right over there. That is that's the momentum swinger that North Langley needed to get their head back into the game.
Yeah.
Like, we're here. Okay, we got this.
Well, and you're down 13-0. There's 2 minutes left in the half, and all of a sudden there's this big run, and it looks like he's going to score. And to have that not happen really brings up their spirits and they know they can do something here, come back the other way.
Yeah. Because, I mean, you can lose a football game in 3 plays, right?
Yes.
And one play can just turn everything around. Like, momentum just swings on one play.
So hard.
Oh, yeah. Wonder if the drumline knows Slate of the Bumblebee put in a stairway. You got any requests? Got any favorites? Drops back, pass. Nice job. Can he beat the defender? Oh, we got a flag. What's going on there? Jack Cahoon makes the reception for North Langley.
Oh, maybe caught a face mask as he was
That's
coming across.
that's the only thing I can think of because he went in to make the tackle and the flag went up. So I'm guessing face mask.
And there's a roughness face mask.
Yeah. 15 yards, automatic first down.
Yeah.
They'll get you every time.
Well, and that's the thing that you got to remember when it comes to this is accidental or intentional. A face mask is still 15 yards.
Oh yeah.
You know,
I mean, you know, watching that, we've watched enough football. I mean, when have you ever really seen a hardcore intentional face mask?
Oh,
Like maybe twice.
maybe.
You know, in a close game when the older kids, like the bantams, the things get a little chippy, right?
Yeah.
Maybe. So.
Yeah. And I mean, you can see in the NFL, if your hand's just coming across the face mask, they whip their head.
Oh, yeah, they sell it.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another flag on the play. Ball's up. Nice reception, number 7. Good stiff arm there. We'll see how they call it. I'm guessing there was an offside. Was it a bonus play for Langley on that, Matt, do you think?
No, I think because nobody's moving here. So I think they're realizing that it was an offside on the offense.
Okay.
And they're all coming back. Illegal procedure. Yeah. And it's going against the offense.
What is that, 5 yards, 10 yards?
5 yards.
5 yards.
Repeat first down.
Repeat first down. Langley's got to be careful on those penalties because they're in a bit of a hole against Abbotsford right now. And they got to play a really tight, clean game, and they got to get those first downs if they want to have any chance of getting back in.
Well, I think you get something like this that negates that huge play that's building that momentum that they want to see, right?
They got lucky on that face mask. I temper my words so you don't seem to get hurt.
Yeah.
But they got them 15 yards on a first down. And they got to, you're right, the momentum is everything right now.
Yeah. And you want to put some points on the board before the half, but there's only a minute 49 left.
Okay, now that's definitely a phone ringing.
Not
me. No, not me.
No.
My battery's nearly dead anyway. A little disorganized when I woke up 35 minutes before I had to be at the field this morning. Nice pass. Oh, through the wickets. Yikes. Sets up second and about 15.
Oh, Jack Cahoon, number 10 there. He's rubbing his head, grasping his head because he knows he had that one and it just went right through his hands, right through his legs, and onto the ground.
I'm munching fries, pardon me.
How dare you eat?
Suddenly you're starving. You know what I mean?
I do.
Like eat some breakfast, you get here, 2 hours, 3 hours go by, and all of a sudden it's like, I'm going to pass out if I don't get some food in my stomach. Those chicken fingers were amazing. Oh my God. Looking for a pass.
Oh.
Smothered. And that ball's definitely dead.
Yeah. Well, number 6 is Ryan Cameron, the quarterback here. And the second time he's tried to do this is get rid of that ball at the last minute, which I respect the effort, but sometimes you just gotta you tuck it in and to make sure that you're not throwing it away, especially that close to your own end zone.
Yeah.
So.
Well, his O-line, I mean, I don't want to take anything away from that Abbotsford defense, but even the O-line needs to step up a bit and give him some time.
Yes.
Right? Like he needs time. His receivers got to get open. Like, you got to get open. You got to get to the ball. You can't just blame the other team's defense all the time. You need to make something happen. Okay, Here we go. There's Beauregard. Oh, bam! Don't tell me it's going the other way.
It is. Hey, and you got Big guy comes in the middle here, number 58, I do believe. Yeah, Liam Adrian came through. And as Ryan Cameron drops back to throw the ball, hits him, and the ball goes flying out of there. And it was Jackson Beauregard that was able to jump on it and recover it for the Falcons.
Beauregard, kid's got an MVP award coming up. He's in every single play, offense and defense. Even cold, these French fries are fantastic. All right, well, if North Langley's defense ever wants a moment to shine, this is it. Get that ball back. Flag. Looks like that was Parker Grant on the handoff.
Well, no. 30, Zachary Anderson there.
Oh, it's 30. I can't tell on the jerseys, the 30 or 35. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, and it looked like they had the three guys there, but then a direct snap to the guy on the left. And but there's going to be a penalty here, and I think it's coming back against the Falcons.
Oh, they're waving it off. So, okay, I'm completely confused.
So I guess it was offside against
North Langley?
North Langley.
Okay, that was really unclear. Did you see the Thursday night game with the direct snap? Tannehill faking that he didn't know what was going on?
Yeah.
Very clever.
I like that the Thursday game was the pass by Derrick Henry. Because he gets the ball, he runs up to the line like he's coming through, pulls up, and then throws it over
Oh,
top.
right, yeah.
You know, and it was just a jump shot too. You know.
And that's in the end zone.
Yeah.
Jeez. Abbotsford just rolling. North Langley took the ball with 2 minutes to go. And we said they had to get something happening. Abbotsford just scored, and it's a $1.26. They took 35 seconds off the clock in all that time.
Yeah.
It was a super fast first half, first quarter. The second quarter went quick enough, and now it's taking 2 hours to get past 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Look at that. There's a throw. That was a catch. Holy smokes. Nice PAT.
I like this here. He just puts it up over top.
Wide open.
And then wide open to the receiver.
Wide open. I think Abbotsford's starting to win the mental game of this. That battle of wills.
Well, and here's the thing that Abbotsford's not doing. They're not committing very many mistakes.
Exactly.
Right? They're limiting their mistakes.
That'll kill you.
Yeah. And I think what's on the flip side of it, the Bears aren't making a lot of mistakes, but the ones that they are, Abbotsford's capitalizing on. So
Well, it cost them a first down, right?
yes.
Like they had the first down, and then it came back.
Yeah.
Instead of being 1st and 10, it's 2nd and 15,
Yeah.
and then they're 3 and out. So,
Yeah.
and there's no kicking game. They can't punt the ball away because no one knows how to. They didn't work on special teams that way. So,
No.
I mean, you always want a good game, right?
Yeah.
We had a great first quarter. It was just a dogfight. But yeah, Abbotsford's definitely taking the momentum in this half. And North Langley, they got a full half coming up. Get through this half, maybe get some points on the board, maybe just get some big plays, get that momentum coming in the second half. There's lots of football left to play. This is not over. Oh, there's a live ball. Be careful. Get on it. Jump on that ball. Perfect play, number 24. Maintain possession. Jonah Weens. You did your job, Jonah.
Yeah. And this is what I've always told the kids when I coach is, do not reach for that ball. If you are not catching that ball, do not reach for it. Don't put your hands up in the air. Don't put your hands out to the side.
Yeah.
Because once it hits you, it's live.
Yeah. Let the ball go past you. The guy behind you, it's his job. But, you can
Step forward and block.
tell them 15 times. And
Till 50,000 times.
15,000. 50,000 times.
You know you're in focus. But too much so. Because I can't make out the team. Because it's black and gold, right?
Nice pass. 24 to the outside. He's got some momentum, pardon me. There's the first down. Look at that. What a great play. Gets all the way to the 55-yard line. There's the big play North Langley's been needing the whole game, and there's a minute left to go.
Well, there's Jonah Wines for you.
Oh, decline. Okay, perfect. Nice.
Jonah does a great job here. Catching that ball and just turning upfield, lowering those shoulders and powering forward.
Powering forward. So you drive the blue pickup, Dodge Ram.
Yes, sir.
Did you notice the ruby red cash guy parked right next to you?
No.
It's my wife's car. I got to drive it today.
Well, I got here before you, so I'll see it on the way out.
All right, yeah. I didn't realize they had the gate open on the other side. Otherwise, I would have parked there. My wife drove a minivan for 10 years.
Yeah.
And as much as I hated that minivan, it was awful to drive. It was dented and scratched. But God love it, we could shoehorn half her life into that thing. I always had 800 kgs a yard waste in that thing.
Yeah.
Like I just packed it in. But after 10 years, it gave up the ghost. She needs a new car. And I'll give the plug, Applewood Nissan in Langley gave us a great deal on a 2017 Ruby Red Qashqai. And let me tell you, that is a nice car to drive.
What's a Qashqai?
It's a Nissan.
Oh, really?
It's their mid-level, like the Rogue's, the big SUV, and the cat. Yeah. And then you have, almost nice pass.
Huh.
The Rogue's their big SUV.
Yeah.
The Qashqai is the next smaller one down, and then they have the kicks in the third one.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Okay, yeah.
And let me tell you, that's a nice car to drive. Just like even pulling out of a parking stall, like the steering, like it's just the handling. Oh my God.
It was funny because I drove a minivan for the longest time.
Yeah, and they're great, man.
Oh, they were.
Yeah.
But they had the stow and go seats, which I thought was great.
Yeah.
And then as my kids started to age out and get their own licenses, their own cars, it was like a four-seater because I had the back seats always down.
Yeah.
Football gear in there, right?
Exactly.
And then after the other kids got their licenses, it was like a two-seater with a big storage
Oh,
area.
pick.
Oh,
Number 42. Brody LaValle. Just
beautiful job, Brody. That was a great interception.
with 40 seconds to go, and then there. And once again, we've said it, that Abbotsford defense stealing this game.
Yeah.
Just fantastic. Oh, yeah, I know. I mean, no one wants us to be seen in a minivan, right?
I didn't mind it because I had
But you can get, like we went camping once, I had to pull over because do you smell something burning? The back brakes are smoking up. Our back tailgate was almost dragged. We had so much stuff piled in it, but it fits, right?
Yeah.
Now we have the Qashqai. Now we got to save up to get the roof rack so we can get the roof, the bag, the Thule bag, because we have about a quarter of the space. But let me tell you, man, I don't care. That thing's nice to drive. It is so smooth. To the outside, there's the reverse. 35, Parker Grant gets the first down. And there's his dad, Alan. Cool, calm, and collective. Loving every minute of it.
Nice. Oh.
Falcons are just soaring here.
Now, you were driving that car from like the 1960s.
Oh, the 99 Pontiac.
Yeah, the
Oh,
Pontiac.
the Bonneville. Oh, yeah.
Now, but that died on you, did it not?
It didn't die.
No.
I'm going to give GM this. The Series 6000 engine and the transmission at 236,000 kilometers and 20 years old, it was still great. I could get that thing to 120 on the highway, no problem. Everything else fell apart. It just didn't make sense. Like my front shock went, my brakes were going. Like everything was just, it was 20 years old. It was just, it was time.
And so what did you get?
I got the Nissan Micra.
The Micra.
Which is the most fun you'll ever have with your clothes on. Driving that thing is like a go-kart. Oh my God, it's awesome.
Oh.
But I tell you, I bought that Pontiac secondhand off some kid for $3 grand.
Yeah.
Probably put another $3 grand worth of work into it over the 8 years that I drove it. Put $100K on it, and I got everything I needed out of that car.
Yeah.
It was great. But yeah, it was just falling apart. So nothing lasts forever. Okay, it's 7 seconds to go here. One, maybe two more plays. We've got a timeout. The mom goes out with her daughter in the water. The daughter's carrying the water. It weighs a ton. She can barely get off the field. How's that Dodge Ram working for you?
Love it.
Oh, yeah.
Love it. It's just,
Pickup trucks are great.
well, we got the travel trailer. We bought the travel trailer.
Right.
And between the trailer and the truck, I got my kayaks on the top of the truck. I throw my generator in the back of it, the cooler, the wood, right? Drop the trailer in place.
Drops. Here we go. Beauregard wants a receiver. Be careful. He doesn't have one. He'll just take it himself. There he goes. Can he beat him? Oh, cuts to the inside. I mean, that should be the end of the half. And they get another score.
Well, they had him contained. He was looking for the pass. They had him covered and they had him contained. But he had a pathway up the middle. And he just steps up through that pathway up the middle and got through it before they closed the doors on him.
Oh, so good.
And once he gets into open field, he's going to make a move on you. He's got those long legs. He's got those fluid hips that he's going to make a move on you. You're going to bite one way. He's going to go back the other way.
And we have to give props to the O-line.
Oh,
right?
huge.
O-line's getting him tons of time, tons of space, and allows him to make those plays.
That gap up the middle was massive.
There we go, going for two. Wants a receiver. Look at all the time he's got. Look at this. Look at the poise. Oh, that was so close. That would have been a lights out cash. 21, look, it's number 6, taps him on the shoulder pads.
Yeah. There he goes,
Look at that.
rolls out as he's getting hit.
Oh, right in the fingertips.
Yeah.
All right, that's the end of our half. We got about a 10-minute break. Tim, Amy, Matt Macri, VBSSports.com. We'll take a bit of a break. I'm going to grab a coffee. We'll see you in 10.
Okay, break time, right?
I'd like to direct your attention to entering the field is your halftime show from Abbotsford Senior Secondary. We're going to bring out the drum line.
Okay.
So we can find a spot where the sunlight works
Leave me and I'll follow.
so we're not squinting.
You're my offensive guard right now. Let's go. Let's roll. Let's do this. Block.
Knees up, knees up.
That's my left hand. My right hand.
There's deep to receive. Referees ready. All set. Time for the noise.
Well, welcome back to the 2022 BCCFA VCFL Championships. We are sideline here during the PeeWee game. The second half is just about to kick off, but I'm here with Orville and Ruth from the Pathfinder Youth Center Society. Hi, guys.
Hey, how you doing? It's a great day. Great day for football.
Absolutely. We were saying earlier that any playoff games that we can have where we're dry, it's a good day. So, Pathfinder Youth Center Society, give us a little breakdown on what you are and what you do, and how that is centered around what we do with the BCCFA.
Okay, well, Pathfinder Youth Center Society is a non-profit charitable organization, and what we do is we work with youth that have fallen through the cracks, youth that require a second chance, youth that may be in some sort of trouble with the judicial system, and we house, feed, clothe, mentor, counsel, and we try and basically take them for the situation they're in and put them on the right path, a path to success in terms of employment. Just, a lot of kids get that hope beaten out of them. So we try and reinstill that hope with the programs that we run. And this lady right here, who's been very quiet, is an instrumental part of it. This is my wife, Ruth Lee, and the executive director of Pathfinder Youth Center Society. And I'm sure she has some more to add.
Give us a little bit of background, Ruth.
Well, I just think that the partnership between BCCFA and us is just a great marriage, because a lot of the troubles that Orville was describing is because of mental health. And so this partnership that we're doing, it's just so cohesive, and the synergy is perfect. So it's great timing. A lot of the things that youth are struggling with is mental health, so that's the basis of it.
And it is one of our strongest new programs we've got this year. Started last year, but stronger this year, which is the Chasing Hope program. So training Hope ambassadors for every club, every team to have somebody that people can go and talk to, right? Just to be that first line of defense. And now partnering with a Pathfinder now becomes a registered charity. We're able to issue proper receipts, right, and tracking and things like that. And it just seems to be a great partnership so far.
Yeah, and whatever you can do to work together as a cohesive unit in the community, to strengthen the community, to bring people together, and to shed light and awareness on a situation like the mental health issue. Football is a great game, but I tell you what, after young people, young men take the pads off, the helmets off, they're just kids. They're superhuman when they're with the helmet and pads, but the mental health issue is something that's there, always there. And yes, it's a break, it's a timeout, but the issue remains. So yeah, Superman on the field, but behind the scenes, right, when the helmet is off, the shoulder pads off, who knows what's going on. So Chasing Hope Foundation and the ability to shed light on mental health and to help and to equip and educate people about mental health and how to properly support is just amazing. So everybody's got to get on board this initiative and support it. This is what it's about. This is what football and sports is about.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. We've always believed that football, just organized sport in itself, right, is great for teaching youth life skills, right? Just how to get knocked down and get back up. Basic tenets, hard work pays off, and this is all just more part of it. And you're right. Once the game is over, the mental health piece still continues, right? And so it's just a great program. So, Ruth, tell us, how can people get a hold of you guys or get any more information?
Well, the best way to donate and to get a hold of us is going on our website at www.pathfinderyouthsociety.org.
Fantastic. Thank you both so much for being here, and we appreciate everything you guys do. Once again, we're the 2022 VCFL BCCFA Championships here in Chilliwack. Halftime on the PeeWee game.
Now it's our turn. Okay, Tim Amy, Matt Macri. Thank you very much, Dave Rooney. Absolutely superb interview. We're good. We're on. Okay.
Yep.
We got Abbotsford Langley, 2nd and 8 for the North Langley Bears, pardon me. And it's so far it's been the Falcons game, Matt Macri, the 26-0. The score belies the game a little bit.
Yes.
But, I mean, it's the Abbotsford's ability to capitalize that's been the difference.
Well, it's the big runs. I mean, we've seen a real slog here. Abbotsford has been able to break out a couple of big runs, get a couple of turnovers, and has done a really good job there. Whereas North Langley hasn't had that success that they need to be successful here. And see, we just saw the play break apart where the defender got in on the quarterback, number 6. So he dumps it down to number 24, who turns around and runs into a defender. They aren't getting those breaks. Abbotsford's created a few opportunities, and they've capitalized on all of their opportunities.
Yeah. Numbers, the difference, I think, is a couple of things. Abbotsford's three things. Abbotsford's defense, Abbotsford's O-line, and this number 17 Beauregard kid that's been just putting on a clinic for the Falcons, Jackson Beauregard.
Well, Jackson's a great athlete. I mean, he's also a stellar baseball player, stellar football player.
Oh, nice, multi-sport kid.
Yeah, and he's very athletic. Very nice young man too.
Look at this fight on number 7.
He's been great. He's been great all day. That's Hudson Bajolfson, who's just been a fighter, and he's not going quietly into this game. It doesn't matter if they're up 100-0. He's going to keep going until they take him down.
Got to dig that fight, man.
Yeah, love it. I love seeing this. And for the Bears in general, like number 6, Ryan Cameron, the quarterback, has just been out there fighting and battling his way. They got that at
number 24, Jonah Weens, having a great game.
Exactly. You know, they've been really, really pushing. They're just not getting the break.
Yeah.
You know, but you go back to the Falcons. You got Jackson Beauregard, who came into the Falcons in Adams and just showed that he was an excellent athlete. And now he's second-year PeeWee here. He's shot up. Look at the legs on him. He's got these super long legs that cover.
Big, tall kid.
3-4 yards at a time. Yeah, he's a great young man too. Really.
Look at this.
Really polite.
Oh, number 30.
Zachary Anderson.
Having another great game.
Yeah, you know, and you got, so on the Abbotsford side, you got Jackson Beauregard, who's doing great. Zachary Anderson, who's doing really good. Parker Grant, who's doing really good.
Yeah.
Liam Adrian, number 58, has just been a hammer on defense. Arvin Brar has caught the extra point already and made some plays. Like, you've just got the whole team in Abbotsford.
Yeah.
Liam Sutton-Atkins just firing really well.
Well, you know, when it rains, it pours, right? And that works on both sides of the coin.
Yeah.
When things are going well, they go really, really well. And when things aren't going too well, they go really, really bad. So I think that we're sort of seeing that right here on both sides. All right, from the shotgun, nice snap. Cocks it, wants a receiver. Fighting off one, fighting off another. Good sack by the North Langley Bears.
Great defensive play. Great defensive play. Number 66, Mason Bueller gets in there.
Bueller.
Oh, he does. Bueller gets in there. And he made it difficult for them to do anything. And then there's, you got your, it was the wrong 66. Asher Neufeld. I looked on the wrong side. Sorry, Bueller. It was Asher Neufeld that got in there, followed up by Jonah Wines once again.
Okay.
Who's making plays all over the field.
There's a reverse. Oh! In the backfield, a battle of wills. Look at this guy. I'm calling Belichick, man. I'm calling Belichick. That's it. I'm calling Belichick.
He's a Bills fan. He'll never play for Belichick.
I'm calling. Who's the Bills coach?
I don't know.
The young guy.
Yeah.
He looks like he's about 35.
Yeah.
The blonde hair. Can't remember. Anyway, we'll call Josh Allen. He'll get it. He'll hook it up.
That's why he wears 17.
Really?
Yeah, Josh
Oh,
Allen's
that's
number.
his player. Oh,
That's his
okay.
guy, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and he plays like him too. He can throw, he can run, doesn't mind dropping the shoulder, and he's not afraid of contact.
God, Buffalo. You ever been to Buffalo?
No.
It's a bit of a city you avoid. Other than chicken wings, there's not much going on there.
Nice run.
Parker Grant.
Just scampered up the middle there. He drops back like he's going to throw, and I love this fake out part of it, these guys here. They drop back like they're going to throw, so the defense backs off, and then they just scurry up through that hole that's created.
They got a good strategy on that O-line.
Yeah.
They're just giving him so much time and so much room, and that's been the difference on offense.
It is.
Langley's offense, they just can't get going because the defense is swarming so hard and coming through, and it's been the polar opposite on the other side.
Well, when you look at the Langley's defensive line here, you got some big guys that are coming through, but that O-line's doing a great job of just giving them enough time to make a play.
Ball is up. Did he pick it? Oh, number 7 had it. Hudson Brens Jolson.
Yeah, he was coming in there. He wanted that. He wanted that, but just couldn't get it.
He almost came in a little too hot.
Yeah.
You know? If he just sort of eased up a bit, he could have, but whatever. He knocked it down, 2nd down and 10, did his job.
Yeah. I think he was pretty sure it was going to be a catch there. That's the thing, is that he thought the Falcons player was going to catch it, so he wasn't really looking for the ball. He was looking for the tackle.
Yeah.
Which I've noticed these Bears defenders have done a good job of not worrying so much about picking off the ball, but more worrying about stopping the receiver if they catch it, which is great, but you got to watch for that ball too.
Out of the backfield. Direct. Holy jeez! Are you kidding me? 1st and goal, Abbotsford.
Well, then number 30, Zachary Anderson. I mean, you got Jackson Beauregard, who finds the hole, gets to open field, and just strides it out of there. But as Zachary Anderson, he's just go to the left, go to the right, go to the left, and he's got the feet keep churning, and he's just go, and you can't catch him. It's like chasing a squirrel around your backyard.
Long legs, a little shorter, but he just cuts.
Yeah.
Like he just cuts. Well, one more touchdown by Abbotsford here. We're going to run time. So we'll have a rather quick second, 4th quarter. And who gets the ball? Number 17, and he's in. And our clock is going to run, Matt Macri.
Yeah, that's going to be the end of it there. And you feel for the Bears. They played a very good game. They've had a very good season, but they just haven't been able to capitalize today on any breaks or whatnot.
Never stop remembering that you got here.
Yeah.
Don't forget that you got here. You know what I mean? Like, there's 2 teams playing in PeeWee right now in the BCFL, and you're one of them. So, going for the PAT, rolls out. Ball is up. Almost picked. Gosh, number 7 really wants an interception, doesn't he?
He's close. He's been close a couple times today.
He's going to get one. I'm confident he's going to get one. Okay, a 32-0 lead. The Abbotsford Falcons over the North Langley Bears. And if we look to the south, it's the 2 o'clock Swan flyover. Right on time. You can set their watch by it.
Yeah, they don't know how to do that. There's 1 minute 12 seconds left.
Is that what it is? 1:12?
They're trying to get the clock changed too, but
okay.
They can't figure out how to do it, so they're just letting it run down to 1:12.
I'm entering my 10th year of doing football,
Yeah.
never asked me to work the score clock. I have absolutely no idea how to even turn the thing on. This year, sitting at Chilliwack, I managed to find the on switch for the one over at Townsend Park.
Yeah, yeah.
Beyond that, like, forget it.
First time I had to do it in Abbotsford at Rotary Stadium, I knew how to put everything into it, like if you turned it off and turned it on. So every time the score changed, I'd turn it off, turn it back on, and enter it all in.
When in doubt, reboot, right?
Yeah, I just shut off, reset, turn it back on, enter it. Oh, next score. The clock didn't run, the timeouts weren't out there,
Oh,
distance,
geez.
no, but the score was there.
And they're not even that complicated to operate. I just don't know how to do it. Like,
Well, once they show you, you're good, right?
I've been sitting next to that clock while it's been demonstrated about 5,000 times, and it's just in one ear, out the other. Everyone asks me, how do you work? I'm like, I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. So I think my goal for next year, providing we have Friday Night Lights, is I'm going to learn how to work the score clock, just to do it, just to know how to do it. Nice kick. Takes a good jump, grabs it off the hop, blows a tire. Heck. But he held on to possession. That's his number one job.
You know what I really like about this Falcons team is they're very, very, very good sportsmen.
Very much so.
I mean, he blew a tire. Number 21 goes over there, Avron Brar, and helps him up off the ground.
Yeah.
Offers his hand. And another player comes over, I think it was 44, Devin Galsbrook, and pats him on the back.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It would be so easy for these kids to be going, we're beating you. This not
Yeah.
any of that. No, they're going over there, and because they understand without an opponent, you don't have a game.
Exactly.
You know?
And they just respect the person standing next to you.
Exactly.
Right? In on the field and in life.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
yeah, nice, polite, really nice kids. If there's anything I noticed about all those years I've been involved in the Chilliwack Giants,
Yeah.
through and through, there's maybe one, maybe two rotten apples out of all the kids each season.
Yep.
And the vast majority of them are just a great bunch of kids, and they're just fun to coach.
Yeah.
And they're just nice. I still bump into some of those kids now, or grade 12, and just as polite, just as courteous, just as chatty as they were when they were younger.
It's hard to even call them rotten apples because at that point in their life, they're just misguided.
Yeah.
They're not rotten yet.
No.
But they're heading in that direction, and you hope that something like this brings them back.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
Because no child is born bad.
No, of course not. You know what I mean.
I do know what you mean.
Yeah, there's always one kid that's just,
Yeah, there's always one that's a bit of a trouble case.
Yeah.
And as a coach and as an executive and whatnot, I was always keying on that one to try and bring him back to the light side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Don't want him going over to the dark side.
You never give up. You never give up on people change, even in their 30s, right?
Late in life, yeah.
Yeah, so everyone's different. We've all had different experiences growing up and so forth and so on.
I was a bit of a rough one in my childhood, and you look at me now, a pillar of the community that I am.
Really just a beacon of hope. I've built my whole life around being like Matt Macri.
Well, you're not the first.
Oh, gosh, we have a lot of fun, don't we?
We do. We do.
What's the temperature? I want a temperature check.
Cold.
Can't believe it's 2 in the afternoon already. Gosh, the day has just flown by.
I know. Oh.
I'm rebooting my temperature here. I got my little thought button. The old LG.
3 degrees.
That's it thinking at 3 degrees. 4.
Oh.
A balmy 4 degrees.
Keep holding it in your hand. It'll go up to 5. We'll warm it up for everybody.
Yeah, it's been a weird year, weather-wise. This time last year, we were underwater.
Yeah.
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 So.
Yeah, because we ended up having to do the finals in Langley weeks later.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I remember now. To the outside, number 6. There you go, turnover on downs. So our clock is going to run I'm gonna eat the last little donut here. So good. I just made a mess on our program. Oh, junior bantam, there it is. So our junior bantam team coming up, we got Abbotsford Falcons against the Meadow Ridge Knights. Should be a good, pardon me, should be a good game.
Yeah. No stranger to the BCCFA championships is Luis.
Garcia Hernandez?
Yeah.
Okay. You okay?
I don't know why that was so troubling. I couldn't read it there. It was like, and then over on the Maple Ridge site, we got Brian Bronswick, who's been a long time coach and executive with the Maple Ridge Knights.
He's been around forever.
Yeah, and he's coaching his last game today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's stepping away after this season. So,
long time. He's been involved with the Knights for a very long time.
Yeah. Luis isn't. Luis will be around. He is, I think it's his second or third time through the system already, and he'll come back for another run at it.
Speaking of baseball,
yes,
your LA Dodgers are saying goodbye to Cody Bellinger.
Non-tendering him. So he does become a free
Abbotsford
agent.
to the outside, number 21. We got a flag. Good tackle, number 6.
I do believe there's going to be a hold on that.
Yeah.
I thought I saw a hold there. Yeah, holding on the offense. So they're non-tendering him.
What does that mean?
So he becomes a free agent.
Yeah.
If they wanted to keep him, they'd have to offer him a tender at a very high rate.
Oh, okay.
So they can still sign him.
Right.
But because of his years in and his salary and everything else,
yeah,
the tender that they would have had to offer him was more than he's going to draw
in free agency.
So
he had that shoulder problem, didn't he?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they gave him a big contract a while back. If they don't tender him this year, they could possibly sign him at a lower rate.
Right.
That being said, they may not.
Yeah.
They've got a lot of good youth in their system, and they've got like the Mookie Betts
right.
under contract, right? Who else did they get this year? They got somebody else, but they got the
number 21 to the outside, keeper. He's got to beat number 7. Holds him down, grabs onto the arm on the stiff arm. Nice job, North Langley. Sorry, yeah, I know.
So, I mean, they may not. They may just let him go.
My Toronto Blue Jays traded Teoscar Hernandez.
Yeah.
Which I think a lot of people saw coming.
Yeah.
It's a good trade. They got some talent. The only thing they did that was kind of weird is they just got rid of Ramel Tapia, who actually had a pretty good season for them. I mean, he hit 280, had an inside-the-park grand slam against the Boston Red Sox.
Yep.
Good speed on the base pads, and now they're thinned out at the outfield, and they get rid of an outfielder and get nothing for him. It's just like, that's kind of weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
But they freed up, I think, about $14 million a season, or $19 million in 14? Yeah, a lot of money.
The big guy running here, 74 or 72, Ethan Field. I like this.
Field is on the field.
He's laying on the field at this point. And I like this about this PeeWee Black team here, is that they're getting kids who don't typically touch the ball.
Yeah.
Like you're 32 minutes, your run time, you are 32-0, run time 4.5 minutes left, and let's just get some of the boys a chance to touch the ball here in the last game of the season.
There he goes. Number 88 got a bit of an owie, but he's okay. Anyway, so everybody in Toronto Blue Jays lands waiting for the other shoe to drop and see what happens in the free agent market.
Well, and there's a lot available in the free agent market this year. I mean, you look at the Bellinger non-tender with Aaron Judge.
Yeah, holy moly.
And
I don't want to pay that contract.
No, but the Dodgers will. That's the scary part.
Yeah.
Right? And you put Judge out there with Mookie Betts and that pitching staff with Walker Buehler back next year. And they signed Kershaw to a 1-year contract.
Yeah, Clayton Kershaw, he's not going away.
No.
I mean, everyone talks about the 62 home runs.
Yeah.
Aaron Judge. That guy's got an arm like a cannon.
Yes.
And the weird thing, the crazy part is, he got drafted 33rd overall by the Yankees.
Yep.
Everybody, including the Yankees, passed on him with their first pick. And it's like, what did everyone not see? Nice pick. Jumps up. Number 21.
Barr.
Wow.
A great job here. He drops back, puts the ball up in the air, and Avron Barr just goes up and gets it. Oh, we missed it there.
Climb the ladder.
Climbs the ladder, brings it in.
There's our 3-minute warning at exactly 3 minutes. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aaron Judge. Everybody thought he was crazy when he turned down the $230 million extension offer by the Yankees. Who's crazy now? The person that actually signs him.
Wow.
They're going to be the ones that are crazy.
And I can honestly see Aaron Judge going somewhere that's not New York, not Los Angeles,
Yeah.
not in a media hotbed.
Well, he's from San Francisco, isn't he? So apparently there's a
yeah,
rumble the Giants are going to grab him.
Yeah, yeah. But to be somewhere where the spotlight's not so hot.
Yeah. Yeah. I hear you. 35.
Parker Grant.
His proud dad sitting there. There we go. There's Beauregard. Once again, breaking tackles left, right, and look at that. Holy mackerel.
Well, he just keeps moving.
God, look at this.
He's so hard to tackle
It's
because he keeps
insane.
spinning, twisting, moving.
But for me, it's a stiff arm. You know what I mean? He's got an arm like about the width of a strand of spaghetti. And he just like dumps guys right down with one shove of the arm. Like, it's amazing.
But they're coming down to grab the hips. He's spinning the hips and then hitting them with the stiff arm.
Yeah.
Right, like watch here. He comes across here and he pushes that guy down there. This one here, he spins, he's turning, he's twisting.
Yeah.
And he just makes it so hard for you to get a grasp on him.
Yeah.
But then that arm comes in like a whip and just knocks the hands off you. He is quite impressive.
Really great.
But like you said, he's got an arm the width of a strand of spaghetti.
Yeah.
You know, if they get some meat on those bones, keep the speed, keep the agility, so you got to build it up right. And knowing both his parents, you're going to see him start to fill out over the years properly.
Yeah. PAT is no good, but I mean, at 38-0, it really makes no difference.
Yeah, that's the ball game, folks.
Yeah. They call it. What a great job. Congratulations to the Abbotsford Falcons, BCCFA champions. And hats off to the North Langley Golden Bears. You guys did a great job. You had a fantastic season. And you know what? You had a lot of fun today, so you did your job.
Some of those players are just phenomenal, and I can't wait to see them at the BCFL Pro Bowl.
Right.
Because that's coming up December 10th.
We'll be there.
Me and you'll be there.
Uh-huh.
And it's going to be great because you're going to see the best of the PeeWee division in the VCFL and the best of the JV division in the VCFL.
Nice.
Face off against each other. I'm excited about that.
Very good. All right, we're going to sign off. They're going to go down to field level. Tim Amy, Matt Macri, VBNSports.com.
a great show for us today. And again, it's all about the athleticism, and it's all about the new wave of football as we're moving forward in British Columbia. Now, I'd like to thank Baron Rings because they are a sponsor, and they provided our MVP dog tags and our dog tags for the silver and gold teams of today's event. Also, we have a number of awards we're going to present today. We have a sportsmanship award, which we are going to present to one for each team. We have an MVP award, and each MVP gets a BCCFA toque, a BCCFA football bag, and a MVP dog tag for this great event as well. Then we'll be presenting the trophies out to the captains of the winning team and the BCCFA banner. And then each team will be receiving gold and silver medals as we go forward. And again, I'd like to congratulate both teams. We give them a big round of applause for a great event today. Our first award is a Sportsman Award for the North Langley Bears. The award winner is number 21, Jason Weens. Okay, our next award is for the Abbotsford Falcons PeeWee Black. The Sportsman Award is number 21, Evar Bar.
Congratulations.
There you go. Fantastic. Good job.
The MVP award for the North Langley Bears is number 7, Bernalson. I hope it.
Was that close?
Pop that around. Pop that around your head. No, just put it over your head. Let's pick it up. That on your head.
Okay, MVP for the Abbotsford.
Good job, man. Just throw that over your head. Pop that on your head. For a photo.
If we could get the captains from the winning team up here, please. The captains from Abbotsford.
Which one do you want to hold? The BCFL championship or the BCCFA? And over here.
Banner, you got to face this way. Okay, now we'll be getting medal presentations. It will be and Ruth Lee. They will be presenting them. They're with the Pathfinder Youth Association. And they have partnered with the BCCFA on our Chasing Hope Foundation as part of the charity that we belong to. And as this is going again, I'd like to thank you all for coming out. And it was a fantastic afternoon out here in Chilliwack. Okay, now really importantly, the 50-50 draw, which was $162.50. The winning number on a yellow ticket is 249228. Okay, if the winner will go, they didn't give me the money. Go to the admissions tent. They'll give you your envelope. That's, yeah.
Okay. We have from both.